smoke for us, for our body. So it is a good support for us here to do it, you know. So we have, of course, the emotional body part too, and like release negative emotion, or body and mind connection is very important, you know, to connect body with mind, or stimulate nervous system stress, you know. So we can really very large very huge support for our clients, and how I told to you, to ourselves, you know. So we can energy boost doing so. Very nice and very effective home use panel, but not only for home use. A lot of our clients using it in their practice, you know. So, and very effectively. So it is a good to have it, and good to do to give a chance for QUEX to work many hours per day, you know. So the device work many hours per day. It's no problem. 10 hours, 15 hours, 20 hours, 24 hours, 7 days, no problem. So this is a very good site. We can plan our graphic fully, you know. So this is a very good for economic site, you know, too, and supporting clients. So very easy. If you have any question to this panel, let me know. Then I can answer about it, you know. So okay, we close it. We go here, and okay, this is a one. I back now to the main matrix, and when I yesterday show some functions, what is a very nice tool, this main matrix, all the software is still developed, you know, still are new things. And for example, a few days ago, we get a search of numbers. You see, we had here up to 12,762 lines for the special frequencies, you know. So, and before it was 11,000. So this upgrade was really huge. And what is a very good with upgrades in this company, the upgrades mostly are free of cost. So when we one time buy the system, all the upgrades come free of cost. Only a special software standalone modules. I will present it on the next webinar, and how it's work. But to the short showing you, when we come to the QUEX app, we have here OMNIS, and here we have S-Enzo, Antis, Prior, and Noah, and River. And it's this is a River, is a new one software, and I will present you how to work with really very easy way. Beginning, just read 1-2 times PDF, and take a look at short video, and you can just beginning work, you know. So you can buy a QUEX, and not to go to the OMNIS, which is a very huge, but in many places very easy to use, but you have to learn it. But with this standalone application, you can just beginning the work and make your service, your profit, and your satisfaction from work just in after 1-2 days after buying or after using this device. So it's very good. So we are working here in main matrix. I back a little bit here how to work. One more thing about main matrix is very good too. You see here the numbers 100,001, 100,002. You can build your own matrix here, you know. So you can add any supplements, you can add any position, from physical and unphysical things, you know, so you can add and build your own matrix. This is a very important. So you can just to use for it this test try, for example, put on it some kinds of supplements or drugs or any hemi products to see how reacts the body for this product, and take this frequency to computer and add to the main matrix. So like your own main matrix. So you build it is a very good option, especially for people who, for example, works with the supplements lines, and we choose 2, 3, or 4 supplements lines, and then we can see if this supplement is a good for this client. It's very important to work individually, not to work like, okay, it's good for everyone, because it's too many options about this. So we can really check it, how it's work for this person, exactly for this person and in this time, because it is changing too. When we have enough this, then our body say, no, I don't want more this supporting, you know. So this is a very good option too. Okay, I show you how easy work is with the main therapy. First, the system give us which one to do, you know. So we see here recommended and therapies, 3-vector and genetic pattern suggested, and auto-frequency training suggested. And a golden rule is, so at least in each session, to do one recommended main therapy. So we have here this training option, this main, and on the connected to all other panels. So, but these are the main therapy, you know. So when we would like to do 3-vector therapy, I just go to 3-vector and I just press start. It is really very easy. And what is very beauty with it, it's really give a lot of power and a lot of energy to the clients, you know. So when we do on the end of session recheck of the electricity, then we can see how we can improve it with this very effective softwares. And we just waiting, you know. So but we get this support programs. So this cooperate modules like body viewer or Gigenscan or disease dictionary or illidology and BAG, you know. So we have 5 more, and home use, it is a next one, which we can use in time of using OMNIS, you know. So I open it before, but we can open from here on from 10 bar menu. So we have a very nice, for example, disease dictionary. So here it is as a supporting softwares. We can add many therapies to the main therapy. Where is working? QUEX is working. It is a main therapy. I give a idea like a vocal in the team, you know, so music team, you know. So number 1 is always vocal. So this is a main therapy. And then when we beginning to add music, so we do energetically orchestra, you know. So we will be work with a 20 therapy, 20 training in same time. We'll be do 100 treatment in same time. So we can go, we can really go. In meantime, you see that the first step with the main therapy is finished. I click just OK. It's not complete, so I have to repeat it. I go here, prepare special training, click to do more 3 vectors, and it's preparing. The button, start button, is again restarted. I just press it, start. So a little bit more about auto 3 vector. Why it is a very important and main therapy. You know, the system is measure electricity, volt, amperes, and resistance. The main so it is a free electricity measuring. You know, so 3 vector, and then when sending the impulse frequency to the cells, the system make a 20 chaotic measuring to see how is our cells is in norm or is over or is going to degeneration. So the system very quick can say to us about a stress, cell stress, and then can say it is okay, here is too weak, here is too strong, and then this ion composition outside and inside can to bring to the healthy level, you know, so can manipulate in the good way, you know, with the ions regulation in the body, and remember, re-educate body about it should to be like this in electricity, you know. This is a healthy vibration. So this is at the moment work what do the system, you know, work with the cells. So it is not for the energetic body at the moment. Therapy is for the physical body, you know, training, you know, and then to really support. Okay, train extra brain engram. We get information. Okay, still not complete. So you see, we do therapy, and through the biofeedback information, we know is complete or not complete, you know. So this is a big difference with another devices which hasn't biofeedback and couldn't know what is going in the body, couldn't observe reaction for therapy, you know. So this is a really very, very important. We can observe this, we can react. So what is this spirit superposition, you know, imposition? We can just like click correct. Do you want the correction? Yes. And the correction is going. So somebody is very angry, and somebody is thinking about us and in not good way. So it is a kind of oppressions, you know. We are in stress, or somebody do for us the stress. So it's mean in our cells the stress is sitting, you know. It can be more in muscle or in nerves or in hormonal system, but anyway, we go here. So it's really easy to use. No correct repeat, and I can repeat and work again when I get the really good just a second. Okay, really good information. Okay, so it's QUEX is working. So I will be back here. Oh, here is a nice information to prepare the special training, but we have first the working with the cells, you know. So okay, I will be not continuing. It is a presentation, so I just back to the therapy, and here as extra data which we get, for example, where are the problems, or what is invited with pituitary deficiency of vitamin T3, you know, or alanine, kidney and nervous. So we get supporting information where is a problem, you know. So this is a really very, very good. And when we would like to go to the genetic therapy, we have again beautiful device, you know. So we just press, and why is the first step 3 vector, so the cells, but inside are mitochondrium organelles, and in mitochondrium is our DNA, you know, with chromosomes, with everything. So first we have to work with the cells to come to the genes, you know, so the system not give us possibility directly go to the genes. Okay, maybe if you know very well the software, you can make this around, but it is not the main point, you know. The main point is to go how the system learn us, and again, very easy therapy, genetic pattern entrainment, you know. So we just press and the job is going on. So it is a very powerfully training for the body, give a lot of energy, and correct all the energetic disbalance about the chromosomes and DNA, you know, so it's a very good. And then additionally, it gives us a flow in Chrome or energetic Fauci, and then it gives us exactly number of chromosomes. Where are the problems? You know, chromosomes are very important for our healthy, for our well-being, you know, so we have more possibility to work exactly on the chromosome 6. We can make a training for chromosome 6 or 77, 18 directly in main matrix. So here are really easy therapy and to do, and usually, you know, when we do the training in after 3 days training, you are really possible to do a main therapy for you, for your family in the beginning, even for your clients, you know. So always work with the QUEX beginning from the therapist, not from the analytic side, because it is more advanced. But therapy are very easy to do and very productive, you know, so we get a better feeling of clients. We support the clients with therapy, the most important thing, you know. So biofeedback is a very safety therapy, and we just, you see here is rectification only 31%, so I repeat it. And so biofeedback is a no invasion technique. It's working with physiologic microcurrents, you know. So, and we couldn't mostly do something wrong to the client when we are working with the system. So we can just go and using and go do the therapies, and on the way from the therapy, go to more advanced therapy or to a larger way of therapy, and we can learn the system. So this is a very good, so we can beginning really very quick to work and make a profit for us and profit for the clients, you know, because we support them and give very effectively therapies, you know, even when we don't know what it is exactly. We just need to be to understand some rules and for what we are doing this therapy. But even when we haven't this information very deep, we can support. Look here, ratification 74, you know, so it is a good one, still not the best, and we get a little bit more information. This is in all system. So always when we do therapy, we get more information. For example, like here, control potassium and calcium balance, reduce sodium, drink a lot of water daily, you know. Dysfunction in regulation of threonine or dysfunction in histidine, you know. So I am using, for example, in my practice, many times I give as amino acid support for my clients, you know. So one is here QUEX, and second, I just from this information, I can say, okay, it's histidine. We can buy this histidine and give to our supplements, like supplements. It's a very good idea. you know, so, and it is anti-inflammation. A lot of people have problem with inflammation and allergy. So it is a very useful, and it's not expensive when we are buying, you know, like a dust, you know, so not in tablets, because tablets are 10 times more expensive and it is not necessary, you know. So we can work here, we can make a for telomere support, very important. Telomeres is on ending of the chromosome, and with age, with toxicity, it's shorter and shorter. When it's shorter, it's mean not good for our well-being, you know, so it brings problems. And we have in our DNA genes coded only 50 replication of it, you know, so no more. So this is in the anti-aging way, telomeres are very important to work on the good condition. And we can do it here in energetic support way, you know, with this training, you know, so we are supporting, and it's really very, very effective and give really good feeling after it. So, and here we have another kinds of therapy, very easy. And I just go here to the genetic pattern. Start genetic pattern is a deeper. The first therapy was the first level, and we go deeper, deeper, and deeper. So when here we get a good result, we can go here and start a deeper work, you know, deeper training, stronger training, you know. So because its body is prepared for it. And and before, for example, here on the autofocus, here was this points. Here's just now on the genetic, and he was on the general healthy by this genetic pattern entrainment, you know. So it's autofocus, very, very, very beautiful. And we are waiting again here for good result, you know. So this is about what we can do for genes. So look here, I was before, you know, so for example, in the cardiac therapy, then I was in the nutrition therapy, then I go and support my clients with the genetic pattern training, you know. So I am a multi-specialist in one session. So when I swimming, I follow on the system instruction, I will get a good result, you know, and I will be work on many levels very safely. You know, this is important. I not make a problems for my client. You know, we had one story, you know, with the problems. One client bought mother and son. They bought a device, and the young man was so strong about to kill all pathogens. I want to kill all parasites. I want to kill all bacteria or virus, you know. And we told to him, don't do it because it is risky, you know. And it is, you have to know the system, how properly to work with what, without strong toxin in the body. Don't do it. We will give you information how to work effectively with pathogens on the second level, on the intermediate or on advanced training. Beginning from this, what is really, really good. What's happened? He back to home, and he beginning to make zapping. Only zapping. Just sit and did a zapping. When he get auto alarm, this function is here. I not thought about this, but it is auto alarm. He changed from, for example, from parasites to the bacteria. And he works around 3 to 5 hours per day only with zapping, zapping, zapping. No preparing, no detoxification after this. He was sitting, I would like to kill all pathogens, you know. So what was the effect on the end? After 3 days, his body was so toxic, you know, because he killed so many, for example, fungus. Fungus are a big store of heavy metals, you know. So this is the reason. So a lot of people have a candida, because the body says it's better to have a candida, like a heavy metals in the blood in our body, because the fungus come and take inside heavy metals. So sometimes for the shortcut for counting for the body, is better to allow to have a more candidas in the body, like too many heavy metals, which are very risky for nervous system, for hormonal system, for all of us, So when we send the frequencies, the fungus are exploded, so, and then heavy metals come to our blood, to our lymph, everywhere, So it's we have to do a special procedures. So after 3 days, his mother has to call for ambulance, and take him to the hospital. He was over-toxicated, So this was only one time what I know what's happened wrong, but we can do wrong with everything what we have in the hands, when we not use this properly. But it was extremely stupid work what he did, So and then on the second hour training, after 1 month, he said on the meeting, Mariusz, Helena, no, I will be not do nothing what you not allowed to me. I believe to you. I was in hospital. It was very hard for me. So he spent there 3 days, and it was a really hard lesson for him, But this is possible. But usually is we haven't this effects. Always is. Sometimes in therapy is worse days, something like that. It is really not always like this, So, but it is. So look, back here in this time when I was talking, was therapy going, and genetic pattern is number 100. I can close this therapy. Just close it, close. When I close here, look, I come back, and I was at the moment supporting and do a training of cells and mitochondria. Why mitochondria are very important, so anyway, and because we are born with mitochondria 100%. So this is about quantity. And with age, mitochondria are less and less and less. And when we go to around the liver, about 50% mitochondria from our born day, beginnings inner problems, so beginnings disease. When we go to the 40%, we practice going to bigger problems, so our body not get energy, couldn't transfer oxygen really. But number one is energy and reproduction. And when we come to the level about 30% of the first hour level, from 100 to 30% mitochondrium, we died, and mitochondrium we have in the whole body. And now it's a trend to say mitochondrions like a sarcode, like our organs, because it's everywhere, so only not in the red cells, so, and then we have in our ears, in our skin, in our liver, everywhere is a mitochondrium, so this is important for us, so we can stimulate. And when we go here to the main matrix, when I am talking about mitochondrium, so I can just here, look here are chromosomes, and I see the stress with chromosomes. I have the numbers 1p, 7p, 3p, 21q, so I can just support it with easy job, so here zap from filter, you know, so you see here, I can have a zap from filter, and I just press zap from filter. Here's a zap in not only to kill, like in English language, it is auto zap like a training for everything. Like you see here are, for example, pathogens. You can find this like auto zap infection, bacteria, fungus, virus, you know, worms, you know, very effectively is general or top pathogens, but and limbs. So mostly yes, but we have zap emotion or feel good, very good one, and zap from filter. So easy one. I choose chromosomes, and I press just zap from filter, auto zap. So the top 5, the most stressed will be has training, you know, so this is a very good option, you know, so to do it. But anyway, when we have this chromosome 7, you see here, so we get more information. What is this is a education side of this software. So for us, when we have a passion and we would like to go deeper, not only to do the training, I can study this. Oh, it is for myopathy or for eye disorders. And then I ask clients, do you have some eyes problems? And most of them say, yes, I have some problems, for example, with this and this. So I can stimulate it. I can training it and support with this matter, you know. Okay, the next. So this we know here. Okay, and then we can press here. I back to the return to main. Mitochondria, yes, and mitochondria. I look here, you see, and I get mitochondria. And where is the word mitochondrium? So injury to cells, members, and mitochondria, you know? So I have this one. And what I have very easy here to do, what I can do, I can make a training. I just go here. Just a second, I only unzap GIF. Okay. I go just here and I put a train and I get I do just know a training, you know, for this to support a body with these injuries of mitochondriums, you know, so I have easy way to work and it is really effective. So you see, here I have this one. Here I have a shaping. It is a biofeedback answer. In this place, it should to be green on this level, full. So I can repeat it, you know, so train again. So these are the easy way to work, you know. So this is a really very good kinds of software. And also I just get here easy way to work, you know. So and you see shaping a little bit better. So one very good soft what I using a lot, and it's a very good to work, you know, is a quick training. You see, when I start here, I very often use this on the beginning of session or in the short session. So it's a special build for the short session. For example, 45 minutes, 60 minutes, you know, so it shows me where are the problems and I just start therapy, just press start. And therapy is going on all this marketplace, you know, so I have no the time to do my energetic orchestra, you know, so it will be take around 5 minutes. So I can go here and, for example, I was in this disease dictionary, and the client was coming to me and I can choose here therapy for supporting. For example, client has insomnia. Yes, so I choose here insomnia, I choose from the 12 subjects of therapy. I can work with Chinese Oriental acupuncture, affirmation. I can work with electroacupuncture and bioresonance or homeopathy and phytotherapy. These two are the most popular. And usually we beginning with this one. And when it is really problematic, I do same for the same line, for the same problem, I do both kinds of therapy. So electroacupuncture and homeopathy and phytotherapy. So I can just here choose it. I can continue. The software gives me a time, you know, so I choose change to 1 because it's a presentation. I click train and therapy is going. And what are this orchestra, you know? So we have a five additional software which can play, make a game, you know, this training in same time when it's a main therapy. You see, when it's behind me, it's QUEX is working. The main therapy is going. So I have a time to concentrate on the better and larger music, you know. So this therapy, is all of them are working on the subspace way. So no electric microcurrents to harnesses, you know, only with the field and with the waves, you know. It is a very good supporting body. And like you see, it's going this training, and we will be get information. So I have here in this disease dictionary around 660 problems, which can be illness, it can be where we can support or vitamin deficit or a mineral deficit, different things, and we can just choose it. Okay, I get a biofeedback only 56, we are looking 85 plus, so I can repeat it, but I will be not repeat at the moment. This is a one option of this, about this software. Another option, very good, is a super conscious choice, you know. So the software alone say me, look, do here the therapy. So I just choose it, I just press continue. I have here the numbers, I close it to 1 minute, I just do a train, you know. So I beginning to work with this line very effectively. And what is a very good, I have here a possibility to do ongoing entrainment active. So it's mean it will be work so long, so I not close it. So I use this for the long time session, like for example, this night session, what I explained. So we have a clients, for example, very popular, and you can take a little bit more money for it and get a profit. So for us, it was always very good, how to say, economic way of therapy. Clients long, like a long therapy, you know. So I beginning afternoon, and I work one hour, 1.5 with sitting on computer, and then I am going to the long time therapy, you know, so which can work, for example, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. So we can do it, you know. So this is a disease dictionary in short. In time, you see this therapy is finished with a biofeedback information protocol over, you know. So I get the information out of frequency. Okay, 98 is good, only out of frequency balance, right, from the name of Professor Rife. He give a lot of information about pathogens, how to work with them. So I can go or repeat, I can unmark, for example, this one. You see, when I just press a 1 out, so I can alone build here in infection, outer 3 vector. Even when I do reactivity, then it will be show me more points, what I should to do. So this is a good side of the software, always supporting me. I needed, especially in the beginning of my journey with QUEX, I needn't to afraid I will be stay alone. I don't know what to do. The software will know what to do. This is really so effectively software. So we can trust him and follow him, and we'll be get a good results, you know. So of course, with time, we can go more concentrate, you know, more laser therapy, you know. So we will be learn it, but for the beginning, we can really do it very easily. So I just press OK, and it stay here still 72. I can repeat or not. And like you see here in the middle is a start athlete interactions. So the software is really good for the for athletes, and we will be get really good effects about this, and it will be supporting very strong, you know. So it's very good to increase our Warhope, you know, so our body electricity. So I use this on beginning and sometimes on the end. Or another trick, what I am using for the clients, you know, on when I'm working more precise, I'm more on the laser way. So on the end of session, I do this therapy, you know, so because to increase a Warhope, and then I can show to clients, look, I increase your Warhope today 20%, 15%, because when we are working on really on the lines, our percent not grow up so much about Warhope, you know. So this is a good trick for good finish, and then I do a good feel good therapy, you know. So very useful, very easy to use this one. Okay. I would like to tell you about another, for example, very good therapy, like one of golden open therapy, electrophysiological, is autonomic nervous system. So very effective therapy, easy to use. Just start. The software will be make a deeper, a concentrated again, retest and short therapy for autonomic nervous system. This is important, you know, to do on the beginning of session to get really stabilized position, homeostasis in nervous, you know. Then our regeneration is much better, and then we get a better therapy result when we do this on beginning. So this is important. It is time when the body is relaxing. It's not all hypertense or hypotense. Come to the level, oh, it's good one. Relax. It is the best play point, you know, to do this, to do effectively session, you know, our session. So one of golden open therapy. So you see the measuring is going on, and then after we have just three buttons to click: parasympathetic, sympathetic, or vagus nerve. This is a one nerve who is not going through spinal, is coming here directly from brain to our guts, and it is our brain guts communication. So this is important for our all healthy, you know. So we can just parasympathetic stabilization pressing, and again we have 1 minute to go to our music. And next software what I'd like to show you is a very good one, is a Scan, you know. So Scan is scanning our brain and look for the conflict places in our brain, you know. So this is a very powerful therapy, again easy to use. We just click Degen config result, the software will be show us the first level, most one. And here we have unable to jiggers morsel, you know. So we have emotional information connection of to biological things, you know. So what kinds of conflict can damage our brain, you know. So it is like a code of emotion, like a totally biology, you know. So this software was designed on the hammer German medicine, you know. So it is a modern German medicine, and Dr. Hammer is developed that a lot of problems come from emotional level, not from this only the problems of some physical matter. So these unphysical things are very important. So emotional code of emotion is a very important, and we have a beautiful instrument here to really support us and give immediately information. So we can follow the automatic system and just train a train, you know. So, and look, we have here the software, took 5 seconds to find the problems, and we can make a training up to 45 minutes, you know. So I choose just now only 1 minute to show how it's work, and it's going, you know. So, and in same time, I can work and add one more therapy, you know. So not only one therapy, I can work parallel with main therapy QUEX working. We had a disease dictionary, one therapy more, and now I beginning with one Digen therapy, and I add one more therapy to it, you know. So we are working here the main therapy, and our music is working, you know, the therapy music, you know. So I can open here and I can make a emotional check results, you know, because are two different. Again, is the generation, and emotional results is more still in emotions, you know. So again, appendix, and then we get what are here the conflicts. For example, one of our clients, you know, he has a young boy, kid, and he get the kid beginning to be ill, and the problems, and call to us, what can be, help me, and we beginning to look on it, and in time of Digen scan was coming information here, one content of the biological conflict. For example, the father is a lawyer, come back to the home and talk with the wife about his problems in his office, where in time where the kid is together with them, you know. So, and our client was the lawyer. Then we ask him, are you talking with your wife after job about your clients, what happens, what was the day? Yes. Is a kid with you? Yes. So we suggested them not to talk about the problems with when kids is with you, you know. So what was the result? After 2 weeks, kid was full, you know, the boy was full, healthy, without nothing. Just stop talking about company things when the child was together with the parents. Just easy, you know. So this is a beautiful site, you know. This is a sample, like we can support people. Of course, I can do the therapy, but on deeper level, it's good to a little bit look here, what is going. It's even similar, you know, sample, because the child see parents quarrel with ugly trashing, you know. So this is really good, and I can press train, you know. So just it is easy, and my music beginning to play, you know. So of course, in meantime, I was talking here a little bit long, but I am swimming very fast in time of when I do the therapy, you know, so it's easy to do. And we can go to the sympathetic and on the end to the vagus nerve stabilization. Very, very good one software, you know. Here we have, for example, brainwave pattern, very powerfully training. Easy. Again, we have a button start. We make a start. It make measuring, exactly measuring. You know, I like very to work with the brain, because the brain, it's a lot of our being, you know. So the brain, when it's healthy brain, we are more happy, we are more powerfully, everything in our body working perfectly, because the brain can give exactly information to the body, can read the body. So it is connection to sides is much better. So it is really, really nice soft here. So especially I work here with the clients who has emotional stress, you know, so it's clear very good. And even when I do this for me, this therapy, I feel like empty brain, you know, so like in Zen brain, you know, so very good. I like this feeling, and it shows really very nice. So it's easy to work too. Just you see, we have deep brain asymmetry, emotional tensions. We just can brainwave tune for emotional stress, you know. So just press. We can just with our intonation work with this system when we learn the basic information, you know, like I show you at the moment. We can get a good result. Don't worry and don't afraid about click, go, therapy is going. These are the safe trainings. So we can really, really support with these trainings a lot, you know. So of course, in time when it's working, I can go to the next modules called take it down to the iridology. Like the name say, iridology is, you know, reading eye, you know. So go to the it's a very popular, especially in the Chinese medicine and the Asiatic medicine. Looking into eye is really incredible. About, you know, everyone from us has a different eye, you know, so nobody has same eye, like a voice, like our finger lines, like our ear, like our veins here. These are our individual signs, you know. So but when you can read an eye, you can get a lot of information about connection to the body, to the mind, everything, you know. So we have a lot of acupuncture points around eye. So we can stimulate here. For example, like when we go here and we have eye points, you know, we can do electroacupuncture supporting, you know. So just click and go. Easy points. Iridology gives us a larger possibility of trainings. Here is around 250 trainings, you know. So you can choose from it. We are the operate, so it is our PlayStation, but we learn how some golden routes, how to go. For example, in the beginning, I just beginning a brain anatomy training, you know. So this is 1 point what I am doing here. We have more points here on the left side. We can choose it. We can choose it with manually, or I have a powerfully button auto switch, you know. So when I don't know, a software know what is the problem, you know. Then we were here in eye diagnostic, you know, so I like go to the iridology. And here we see the graphic. For example, here's the place where is thyroid, you know. So when we look to the right eye, in this place is a thyroid. When it is a little bit damaged, then it's mean are the problems with thyroid. And then we have to know everything. So the specialist of iridology have to learn really a lot, you know, so to remember all the places, how to read it. Personally, I was the first time over 40 years ago by iridology. You know, I was a football player. I get some problems with my healthy, with my knees and with kidney, and I come to iridology man, and he put the microscope, look in my eyes, and really it was a beautiful. And he has telling for he was reading me very well, you know, and of course he support me with the herbals, you know. So this is a most a common way, and it was helping me. So I was always trusting to this iridology reading. Of course, problem is like normally, how good is this specialist, you know? So how can help us? Here we have the highest level of iridology, and then cybernetic supporting, you know, so very good software. I like iridology very much. I open iridology on beginning of session, just after testing, to open the detoxification channels, you know, to support like a skin, you see, brain, skin, iridology. And then I go to the make endocrine training. And like what I am clicking now, it works so long through all session, you know, so all the time the music will be played, you know, so till I close iridology. Everything what I press here is working. For example, in DegenScan and in disease dictionary, it works only to so long, so it's a time switch, you know, so when I have 20 minutes therapy, it will be work 20 minutes and stop. You know, here, iridology and a body viewer, they work infinity, you know, so till I close it, you know. So in iridology, everything what I add, it will be going all the time. So in sport, it is you know, the training level is like this. So with time we go up, and then in mostly from the half training to the 80% is the highest point, you know, so we can strongest training do. So I work similar here with the QUEX. I beginning work up, and then it's working fully, and then I slowly close it and go down, you know, so finishing the therapy. So I close this session. So this is dynamic of the session, you know, and we learn it, how to work, how to do it. So we have here 250 therapy. I can put all of them, but it is not good, you know, so better is selective to choose what I have to choose. So we give you this knowledge, and of course to work with it. Very important is lymph, you know, so lymph is a very important, and even we are learning, if you don't know what to do the lymph. It is a good job, you know, so always good job. So then we have anatomy button, you know, so, and I have auto switch. Where I have auto switch, I use even up to now auto switch, you know, so very, very powerfully, you know, so arteries of brain, therapy is going, okay, it shows, oh, are something in arteries of brain, you know, so it's easy to use, you know. Then dental foci, you know, so I have auto switch again, virtual PG, and it's going to support dental things, you know. This is only supporting. We have a special software for dental, and it was on the last Budapest conference, a new one coming, you know. So even up to now, because it's ready from 2 weeks, and it's so many things happened, I not study exactly, but I will do it, and I'll show you later, you know. Here I have more information, more quadrant repair. I can press the compression here on the brain and going this eye and hand coordination. Very good software, you know. It is important after many injuries. We can lose, for example, the coordination between eyes and hand, and in neurologic test is always stay and bring here, you know, follow the eyes, you know. So this coordination put together is a typical neurologic test, you know, so which we do it on physical level. But for example, for the sportsman, basketball, how to put the ball to the basket, you know. So even when you improve it on 5%, you know, it's a very big for the professionals. This is not for main program for it, but for me, come back only from using it, a good reflex, you know. I get it after this when my pencil go down from my table and I cut it. And then I said, oh, before I just react when it was on the floor. You know, after two years using it, I get it just very quick, and my reflex come back only from this one, you know. So I very like it. Always I give to the people. And here we have one more function, very good. In time when we work with QUEX, is working the main therapy, we haven't access to the main matrix. And here, consider is call it, I have to the main matrix access, you know, so I can study this matrix on this. This is advances job, you know. I can study where are the biggest stressing position. Like you see, risk-taking genes, you know, stimulate dopamine and new challenge, risk-taking gene. And then strongly, oh, here's Bryce, Viagra, drug for male potential, you know. So it gives me a really more information where the body is stressed, what is going. And then I'm telling with clients, so I have a time here. So it is a good place and to study matrix, you know, in quiet when therapy is going on, you know. So when the client is by us and we do for him therapy, then is my idea is to give so much therapy so it's possible. He come to me for 1 hour or for 1.5 hours or 2 hours, you know, I give him maximally therapy support, you know. So this is the idea to get this information. Okay. Any questions? I look here on the chat. No, at the moment, no questions. Okay. So I go back to this point, you see, and training is, QUEX is working. So I show you the next software, call it Body Viewer. Very nice one. Very effectively. And again, we have here around 300 therapies which we can add to the software, you know, to the main session, you know. So it will be work again, like in iridology, when I press, it will be work so long, so I not stop it, you know. So very good one. We have here a lot of possibility. For example, you can just go to the device therapy and take a look, aura cleans, you know. So we see and aura supporting always energy, you know. So all our clients needs energy. So they have a problems. They are overstressed, not good sleeping, you know. So not good absorption of nutrients. So okay, I have here, and I can just start and see how aura is looking for, you know. So it's not the best one, it's not the worst one. It is many colors. The worst one is when it's around us a lot of black. So then it's, you know, the darkness about us, you know, dark mind, dark emotion, heart emotion. So this is a one. So, and then we have, for example, here energy boost, you know, so it's energy boosting. And then we have acupuncture points, you know, so I can stimulate acupuncture points, you know. Just a moment, I stop the animation because this points always is in time of Zoom, not quick working, you know. So again, it's not quick working, and so not shows very quick. So we go to the another therapy. For example, when by the after testing we have a Warhope, and there are the risk information, for example, like degeneration. So we can just choose it, follow the system. You know, I show you it here. When I close this therapy, and we have here the Warhope. You know, so we know here is the main electricity numbers, and like you see here, 8 to 100 is norm, 50 to 80 weak, and below 50 chronic. So like here, water 52 is near chronic, you know, so so it is not so good, but chronic with water is 1 day, you know, so 1 day not drinking, it is a chronic. It's something another about resistation, which is connected like our generally healthy. So this you should to learn these numbers in time. But you see here regularly dysfunction, the spinal energy flow. And yesterday I showed you a Nelson report. This next one point, you know, I always make copy for it. I copy and paste. And here we have which organs are stressed: pineal, sinus, limbic system, lungs, you know, where is the blockage flow, you know, heart and small meridian. So I get here information and I can choose it, you know, in time here. Okay, I know about this is pineal, you know, so I can go to the endocrine and I choose a pineal, exactly what the system tell me, you know, so pineal. Okay, was telling about the lungs. I have here the lungs, you know, so I go and press the lungs. I choose the lungs, you know, so I am, even when I don't know, I have no huge knowledge about anatomy, how it's worked, the system give me the idea where I can work. Okay, so we have this one, and we have still one more, BAG. This is a biofeedback interface graphics. This software was designed to show how our electricity is working, how it's changing, and of course to do some trainings, you know. So we see here like our electricity is swimming, and we get this result. We go here, it's easy to use, just start measure, finish, start measure, just a few steps. And here I can write, for example, liver or gens or spinal energy. You know, these are the additional information, and I can use start. And here I have 37 extra therapy treatment, you know, like for example, autokinetic, or look into your soul, or stop allergies, you know. So the training will be help reduce emotional conflict, you know. So I choose one, I press it, it's going on. And again, this therapy will be going on, and not all the time. This position is a good one, you know. So so when we will be get this level is okay. So I go to the metabolic stabilization, and this is I can change the therapy in time of session, you know. So I come back, I just back here and can concentrate on the main therapy. So this is my orchestra, my PlayStation, you know, my biofeedback training device, you know. So I can work on many levels, many places, very beautiful. And this all softwares are included in QUEX ED price. I show you here. Look here again, the difference about this one. QUEX, when we have about the software, what is included, what is included in softwares, you see here integrate modules, you know. So here we have by QXS only OMNIS and Smart Report, but OMNIS is number one, not only OMNIS, is OMNIS is most important software in this device, you know. And here we have 8, but in fact at the moment it's 9, and this PDF should to be changed a little bit. So this is included in